I haven't even looked to see. Hi, everyone.
Hey, guys.
Hi. Hi, guys. Welcome to Freestyle Friday. This is a place every Friday. We always say at 9 p.m., but we end up coming a little bit late because, it's the end of the week and it's a vibe.
It's me, guys.
It's not. Like, it's big chillin'. That's the whole point of this live stream, is to just catch up with each other, see how the week's been going, see how you guys' week has been going. If you're watching the replay, feel free to drop down in the comments, let us know what's going on with your week, and discussing, whatever you feel like discussing, hanging out pretty much, because, 2021 is still the way to do it. So I just enjoy seeing Kiaya on a screen. It gives me some sense of connection. So if you guys are hopping in, make sure you say hi to us in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Hit that the bell button so you can be notified every time that we upload a live stream or a weekly podcast episode every Wednesday. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can become part of the Tiny Hand Gang. That is my whole TED Talk. Thank you for coming to it. And I just had coffee because, so how my birthday was on Tuesday. 32 has been guess what? You're going to wake up with heartburn and extreme stomach acid every day now. So I'm like, let's get a pop with those Tums. Let's go.
I said like it to everybody, so I was doing it. It was your birthday. Oh my god. How does it feel to be a year older and a year wiser?
I don't know if I'm wiser. I don't know if I feel like this year has taken me down in a rank of wiser. Snap, Sarah's here. Hey Sarah, what's up? What's going on? How was your week? I feel like I've been really reclusive this week.
You have been. Sorry,
No, I'm here. I need that vibe. Oh, and Nicole's here. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I gotta go on my YouTube.
Sarah's here. Nicole's here. What is poppin', guys? I feel like I haven't talked to you. Tell me what's new. Tell me what's the tea. Yeah, I apologize. I don't know. I just needed some time with. I don't know. My brain was just like. Obviously, Kiaya texted me the other day and she was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I'm here."
As soon as I texted you,
well, my sleep pattern has been both me and Marty's sleep pattern has been very weird since he had 5 days off. I took some time off from work for celebrating, and it's just been a hot mess. So I feel like I'm getting back to that. I have not had 6:30 a.m. accountability group because I have proudly woken up at 11 a.m. every single day this week. I don't knock it. I think I just needed some time. Almost I feel like it was kind of like a unannounced vacation. Yeah, I feel excited to get back into the next week with working and stuff like that. So, and I've been making sales, so I'm just like, yeah. Sometimes, do you ever realize if you have that week where when if you're going really hard at a goal and then you get super frustrated because it's not happening, and then you just all your fucks go out the window and it just seems to happen.
Yep.
That's what happened this week. I hit 3K on Instagram.
Yes.
I've made 2 sales on Depop, which this week alone, which was crazy because that's been crickets for a while over there. And I'm just okay. I'm obviously, Marty's I think that means you're doing a good thing.
Yeah. Marty's right. Marty's always right. Marty's Jesus.
No. He's downstairs on the couch, he's curled up in a blanket like this, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "I'm just enjoying the peace and quiet." That's okay. Oh.
There's Ladybug about to come fuck that up.
I kept going up and down the stairs, and she's like, just over nothing. Nicole said, "Please tell me I'm not alone in this. I had 2 days in a row where I didn't make any sales and I was so ready to quit reselling. I got so discouraged, but luckily today I made a few sales." You are definitely not alone with that.
This time I was ready to quit. That is the story of all of us.
sis, there's been so many times where I'm just like throw it in a trash can and lay it on fire. I'm done. Like,
I'd be so done. I'd be looking on Indeed.
right? No,
I'd be.
they still send me the email. Yo, you ever look for jobs? Okay, so back in the day before reselling full time, I would look at like Facebook jobs.
Really?
Yo, yeah, they have like in the marketplace, they have people's jobs. Like that's where I found a couple like training jobs before.
Okay.
And yeah, so now they send me the most random recommendations. And like, sis, I'm telling you, I got to that point where I was like, yes, they sent me something that was not even relevant. It was like a Spanish speaking job, like telemarketer. And I was like, sometimes I'm like, maybe that's just my call in life. Maybe I should just do that instead.
I've been on that phone all day. No habla español.
¿Dónde está el biblioteca? Which is what I would just el baño. Like I know un poquito español, un poquito.
I out the window once I passed the class in college. I was like, pew! I don't know nothing anymore.
I know about the same amount of Spanish as I know American Sign Language, so I definitely want to actually get like back on ASL because it's pretty dope when you know it and then you converse with someone. It's like they're like, oh my god, you know my language even more because like you're just expected to be like write it down, and it's like that's not fair. Like Nicole says, oh, that makes me feel so much better. Not that you guys can relate, but that
everyone. I think everyone feels like that, Nicole. Even if they don't express it, like, you know, we all do, because we're just that transparent. I just feel like it's just a feeling because, like, it's not going to be perfect all the time.
Yeah.
It's not going to make sales all the time. It's just not you. It's not popping right now.
And if someone tells you, like, that's not how it is for them, boo, they're straight blind to you. Like, they got to work through their own stuff.
Teach me what you're doing.
Because it's not even just in our realm. Like Marty works in sales, and it's been a slow month for Marty. You know, he got a sale today. He was like, yes, like so. Like it happens with everyone that works in that. Also, I mean, a good chunk of the middle of our country either doesn't have power or is conserving power. So, like that's
not a priority for people right now to be shopping on Poshmark.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, ooh, maybe that means more people will buy online because they're at home. But then I'm like, if you don't got power, you ain't trying to look for, like, friggin' Sperry shoes.
Money. Like, everything is kind of scarce right now.
So, yeah, and even I feel like I was going to bring this up with Kaya, too, like, because we usually have our Wednesday live. And it was, like, it was good. Like, it was like, fun. But, like, I had to remember, like, you know, Liz came to us and she's like, oh, sorry guys, I can't make it. I currently don't have water.
Totally get that.
So, that's definitely something to take in consideration. Sarah says, it's been hard for me to be consistent just listing and sharing my closet. So you're definitely not alone. I've had some streaks with no sales too. Yeah. It's been a slow week for me. How about you, Kaya?
I had like the average 1 to 2 a day. Definitely not meeting my quota a day. Like I have a goal that I like to meet every day. I don't pound myself if I don't meet it, but it's just something that I like really strive for. And Poshmark is just the only platform. Like of course I have Mercari, eBay, and Depop, but y'all know my cross listing struggles. So it doesn't work if I don't work. So I'm not really expecting to get the same amount, you know, as I get on Poshmark because that's where I, you know, give most of my time, or shall I say reseller assistant gives most of my time. Yes. But I did find, so Sarah and Nicole, have you guys used, how do you pronounce it? Fiverr.
Like high fiver.
I'm gonna do that because that'll make me remember.
We worked yep. You'd be like, I was on Fiverr.
So I was on there trying to find like someone to cross list my items, just the bulk items, like what I have in my Poshmark closet now, which is roughly like 300. It's like maybe like 305 or something. And I feel like once that gets done, I'll be fine to cross list whatever I list because then it's not starting at 300. So it's like, all right, here go 5, now cross list it. Here go 5 more, now cross list it. So I found someone who had like like Uber reviews from people in the Poshmark community, people with eBay. So I think I'm gonna go with them.
Yeah, I think that's a smart. I mean, we've talked about this in text. We're always both throwing spaghetti at the wall. As much as Kai doesn't like to throw actual spaghetti at the wall, like sometimes we're doing mental gymnastics with Kai. So I think, in those times, reach out, ask people things. Like, to be transparent, guys, so I write down, like, in my planner, like, the amount of money I make without, like, fees or anything, like, on that sale day. And, like, straight up Monday, I made $10. And that's before the fees and everything and shipping. So, like, it just be like that. Like, and not everyone is, like, that's part of the thing. But, like, talk to people, like, I think we don't ask people enough when we just look at social media and it's just like, oh, I'm not doing this. And it's like, no, look, me and Kai will tell you. Like Sarah's saying the same thing, Nicole's saying the same thing. Like, we all get in that. I want to make sure I say hi to everyone. Sarah says, oh, I get ads in Spanish sometimes because Facebook thinks I speak Spanish and I just go with it. Why?
That's how Sarah, legit, that's how I felt growing up. I told Caitlin this, and I think I mentioned this episode. Like, people assume that I'm Hispanic because, I guess, of my skin color. Nothing to do with my name. My name is definitely not Hispanic. It's my maiden name. My maiden name, before I was a prior, I was a plant. So it's no way that's, like, no Spanish. I guess just by the way I looked, and then it was just, like, everywhere I went, it was, like, I don't want to, like, mimic Spanish talk, but it was a Spanish, because I think that's true. It was, like, speaking the Spanish language, and I was just like, yeah, and I'm like, then I had to stop like saying yeah, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying yes to. Like, I don't know, and I was just like, no, I don't speak Spanish. Then I learned like, no habla español, like
no habla español.
You're assuming that I speak it and or that I am, and I'm not.
I definitely want to learn more. I did take it in school, but I definitely want to, like I said, I want to learn more of that in ASL because that is something that, it's not anyone else's, job to, like, cater to my language, you know what I mean? So, like, especially, like, so ASL is just every time I've had a conversation, even if you know the bare minimum of American Sign Language, guys, like, that experience is so, I remember I was a barista, so I went to school, for art school for a year, fun fact, and half of my school was school for the deaf, so I had to learn, because I was, like, ordering from, like, people, like, deaf parties are popping, because, look, it's all about feeling the bass. So if you really like, it's like turn the bass all the way up, and that's how they feel like people that are I don't want to say deaf because I feel like that's not the right term, but hearing challenged or hearing impaired. That's how they like party because like they feel the beat. So like their parties were awesome because it was just like all the way up, and I was like, yes, this is what I'm here for. But I have had conversations with people even knowing like thank you or like just like the bare minimums. Even if you just know the alphabet.
Like she from years ago, because she used to teach. She used to work with Komar, so she used to do like a handicap and the disabled kids, and like not kids, but they were like adults, but like kind of they got the kid like mind and stuff. So I grew up like all around that. That's why I have like so much respect and for people with disabilities and stuff like that, because my mom used to teach them and she used to learn sign language, and she still now like can tell me stuff in sign language. I was like, how do you know this? She was like, I don't know, it just stuck with me the whole time. And I was like, I need to get into that. I need to learn more about sign language. We're actually taking a couple classes because my son, he has moderate like hearing loss in his left ear. So
I didn't know
he was born like he's felt like all hearing and stuff. So he's 2 now, 2.5. So now we're in the process of him actually getting his hearing aid after all the damn appointments of this kid sitting there trying to do a hearing test. So we're finally there, and one of his like next goals is for him to learn, like we have to learn sign language. And I was like, well, I need to be there with him. I can't just have him walking around learning sign language and I don't know what he's saying. So that's like the next thing with his school. So I'm really interested in learning some stuff. I just hope you don't learn no curse words.
Even, well, I know them because, again, I went to parties and watching, hearing impaired people or, people that are hearing challenged fight is like, you just get hyped. Because they're like at each other and you're just like, yo. Like, that sounds really mean, but it's like the best thing ever to watch it because it's all feeling and it's like, yeah, it's all body language. I'm trying to catch up with everyone's comments. Nicole said, I set an unrealistic goal of myself to make a sale every day, so I set myself up to fail and get extremely disappointed. And yes, I was thinking the power and Texas issues had to do with it.
No, don't think like that, Nicole. It's not unrealistic.
It's not unrealistic.
If it was unrealistic, we wouldn't have had the last president we had. But nothing is unrealistic when it comes to life, as we all shall know. I just think that's like determination. I feel like if you set that goal for yourself, you're going to reach it. Don't doubt yourself.
I don't think it's unrealistic, and I don't think you're setting yourself up to fail. I think that's like it's a very cultural thing. I think we think like we don't hit it. Like work culture in America in general, and especially with our like millennial age, like we don't know how to stop. And also like we've grown up in that culture where it's like that is your worth. Like your likes are your worth. Your views are your worth. Like there's so much more to it. So you're not setting yourself up for failure. I think you would be setting yourself up for failure if you didn't set goals for yourself, because if you weren't setting those goals for yourself, you would really not be recognizing your potential. And your potential is not hitting those goals, it's putting everything you can into that. Again, welcome to my TED Talk.
I like that. If you're not setting yourself goals, then you're setting yourself up for failure. I like, can I write that down?
Yeah, you could. I think everyone, I say, look,
I'm gonna put that on a sticky and put it on my computer.
I say that to myself for real on the down low, like with my mental health and such. It's like, okay, just sometimes doing small things like getting dressed, especially with quarantine. I feel like this has been very hard for a lot of people to show that like just making your bed or like getting dressed or doing like simple things is like challenging.
It's going to happen. Like that's going to happen. Like you're going to get into those funky days and it's going to happen. That does not mean you're a failure. That just means that life is just happening. Like you can't be 1,000 on 1,000 every day, because then eventually you're gonna crash. So
exactly.
I feel like you putting that as a goal, as having trying to make one sale a day. That's great. You're doing the effort, Nicole. I see you. You are.
Yeah, we definitely see you.
You are putting those hauls in the stories. I love it, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other people that love it too.
And people see that, Nicole.
The sale, and it just is. But you're dope, Nicole. So don't ever feel like.
Yes, I'm glad you're here, Nicole. Because people see that. Even if they don't acknowledge it, people see it. And they see the work you put in. Like me and Kiaya see it. Everyone else in the group chat sees it. Like, so don't be hating on yourself, because I think you got plenty of hype men over here.
Oh yeah.
Christy says, "Hey, reselling family." Hey, Christy, sorry, Christy.
Christy was a Philly girl.
Oh,
yeah, she's
a jump. Chris will talk about that TikTok that me and Kai made. Then I'm wearing the merch.
Yeah, that's why mine's called crispy in the bag. I don't know what I'm waiting for.
I know, it's like, man, I can finally wear this. It's insane.
I've been wearing the mask out. I was in ShopRite the other day over my daughter's birthday cake for tomorrow. And when I was at the bakery, and you got to talk through everything. So I was like really I had to back up because I didn't recognize the 6 feet like as I was talking. But when she couldn't hear me, I don't know why I felt the need to get closer. And I was just like, no, it's 6 feet. So I was like literally yelling. And she was like, what's that on your mask? And I was like, oh, this? I was like, oh, it's my podcast. She's like, oh, what do you, then we started elaborating on that. And I was just like, hey, like, make sure you check us out. Like, this is not, and then I gave her a business card.
I love when people are just like, "What's that about?"
Yeah.
That's
I feel like that attracts, that's why I love branding. Like, guys, how many times
people gotta know. If you don't talk about it, people ain't gonna ask.
They're gonna see this hat all day, every day. Like, all day.
Every day. Even I go out of Goodwill all the time. Uber drivers, I talk to them all the time on the way back. So they're like, "What are you doing at Goodwill with like 5 giant bags of stuff?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, let me tell you." And I've gotten like consignment deals out of it. I've gotten people, like, you gotta talk about stuff. Sarah says, "No, I haven't heard of it." I'm gonna guess that's in regards to Fiverr. Fiverr is legit.
It's an app for like freelancers. I believe that's like really what it is, for people who have services or people who are looking for services of anything, y'all. I'm talking about anything.
It can literally be anything.
And prices aren't bad. It's not like a scam, like you pay your money and you get ripped off. So Fiverr, what I've done, because I did another transaction on there for
something else
I'm working on. And what it is you have to have that communication with them, so you get to chat with them. They send you samples of whatever it is, or like give you like a demo of whatever it is you're looking for, to make sure like everything is okie dokie with it. And then you have to pay your payment, but it doesn't go to them. It's like held in like your Fiverr account. So like, I don't know, like a PayPal. It just holds there until you're ready to pay for something. And when the when the task is completed and y'all both are satisfied, that's when it's released. So it's like Poshmark.
It is.
Hold your funds.
And you can use it for anything, guys. If you got a YouTube and you need like an intro thing, you can hire people on there. If you need VAs for your closet, VAs are up there. Listing.
Instagram that's on there, like services, and that's what they use. You guys, if you're looking for anything web design, logo animation, like social media marketing, if you need somebody to like,
I used to use it for workouts. I would send people workout templates off of Fiverr. Like, oh, here's the daily thing.
Something to resume writing.
Yeah, you can really.
Lord knows I needed somebody to do that before, because I used to hate it. I used to hate it. I couldn't do the template from Microsoft. I was like, this is too.
Our girl Emily is in the building. Emily.
Stories be cracking me up. She put up this one story, and I was like DMing her back and forth, because I was like, you're fucking hilarious. She was looking in the mirror. I forgot the TikTok song she had, but she was looking in the mirror, and I was like, I watched her like 5 times.
I need to ask Emily, because I sent you a text, but eBay sent me an invoice today, but I haven't promoted. But like,
I never for $12. It's for cents, so I don't know what's the difference.
Yeah, I haven't promoted anything. I don't use the extra features in the listing. I don't know what is going on with that. Right? Like, yeah, I don't. If someone can help me, Emily, if I can send you the documents or something.
Where are you?
Because I am. Yeah, right, Matlock. You guys are in for an awesome interview this week. Like, I was back.
If you need to learn about eBay or curious about it, definitely listen to the episode.
I tell you, holy shit, the information that you're gonna learn from one person is like.
He never sleeps, y'all.
He never sleeps.
Changed his Instagram, so it is now Limitless Vault. 2021.
Yes.
Because when we recorded, he had another name, but he recently changed it. So if you guys try to go like look him up, it's Limitless Vault. Kate, you want to put that in the thing?
Yeah. I think. Yeah. Also, you guys too. I forgot to mention this. I think there's some people in here that are moderators. If you have a little blue wrench next to your name, drop your links to your closet and stuff. I'm actually going to go in, drop your links to your closet, your Instagram, whatever links we can get for you guys, because, do that. I want to be able to support you guys. So let me go in there. I'm going to make majority of people in here we know. So if you get a like little blue wrench, which Kai, I think you already have one in there. Yeah, Emily's got one. Emily, drop your link. Christy, I'm about to to give you a blue link. Sarah, I'm about to give you a blue link. If that little blue check comes up, Nicole, you're about to get one. Drop your links to your closet, your Instagram, whatever you want to do. Oh, I didn't realize that I'm so behind on comments, so let me go through these because Nicole said, I think it's hard too because you see everyone on Insta making so many sales, so you just compare yourself to them and it's easy to get discouraged. Girl, we talked about that. Those can be empty boxes, so don't ever. People can be answering their own questions. People can be using empty boxes. The internet is like that tip of the iceberg.
You see a big box, but it could be something that's like $5. Like, you just don't know.
Yeah.
Just don't know. And it's hard. I mean that's where everything, job, freaking fitness, like, compare yourself. I do that shit all the time, especially on my fitness page. Like, I compare myself to other people who didn't got, the sleeve, and I'm like, oh my god, they lost this much weight. Why didn't I do that yet? And it's just a mental thing. But I feel like once you just reassure yourself that you're doing the best that you can do, everything is going to work out.
Yeah. Yeah, you just can't see if truly, we've said it before in podcasts, like Leslie said it perfect, you're quoting in the middle of the story, like you just really never know with people, and I think that goes both ways, right? Yeah. You could be hard on yourself, but you can also be judging that person just from like pure humanity, jealousy, like we all get jealous about stuff, but like you never really know what that person's going through. So I think just having that general kindness to everybody helps, and I think we need more of that in the Poshmark community right now. Well, so
I want to see what you're doing. I want to see you accomplish whatever it. If you woke up and was like, I don't want to drink no coffee today, I hope you don't do it. Like, that's how hype I am about you achieving whatever your goals are.
And that's the thing too, guys. Like and I feel this with Kaya too, like, you need to have those people that are like what I've said in the podcast before, like your reseller sponsor or your reseller hype man, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're like, oh, you didn't do this. It's like, okay, we tried, we set that today, how about we try to do that tomorrow, because tomorrow's a new day, one day at a time, or as we like to say, instead of one day at a time, it's like one moment at a time. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you also have to, there's that side too where like you have those friendships that are like, yeah, like if I'm being lazy or something, like Kaya's gonna be like, Caitlin, get on your ish. But if I'm also like, I'm like not in a really good mental place, she's gonna be like, okay, let's try that tomorrow. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you gotta have those people that have that double side to it. It's not just like, oh, let me hype you up, you're gonna use them, you don't do it. Like, no, that's toxic. Christy, we're still talking about the Facebook thing. Christy said they did the same with husband and I. And she said, I always wanted to learn sign language. Yeah, it's a fun language. Kaya, if you're gonna learn it, let's do it together. And we can practice together. Yeah.
It's like a skill with like the plan that my son is on. So like he just got like fitted for his hearing aid. So he has to wear a hearing aid, and I can't imagine what that's going to be like with a freaking 2-year-old trying to keep it in his ear. And now he has to like go through all the steps and stuff, the next level. Because it's fine now, but because he's young and he's in childcare and he's around us 24/7. But my fear and worry is when he gets older and he has to be in, a setting of school kids, and I can't be there, sitting at his desk with him, and I want him to be able to hear clearly. I don't want him to feel like, I can't say nothing because I can't hear, and I don't want to be embarrassed and this and that. So that's why I'm just like, we had to.
Yes, I love it, and I can help somewhat because I have that base of it. Yeah. I would also say too, when you start to learn sign language, just learn the alphabet, because even if you can't do it, like, you can spell stuff out. Yeah. And even that has been helpful in conversations with things where like this is like thank you. Okay. So this is like beautiful. So here's one for your kids, like beautiful boy. That's how you would say beautiful boy. But even if you just learn the alphabet, like, because you're taking that time to like be in that conversation with somebody and like, putting the effort to speak with them on their language terms, they'll wait for you to spell stuff out. Like, you can spell out your name and they'll be like, if you get frustrated, it's okay. It's kind of like when you travel to another country, like, you're not expecting them to all know English. Like, you might go in with some sort of translator or something, but like,
Yeah.
it's okay to get frustrated. Like, people just like that compassion of coming to meet them
Yeah.
in that space. So just start with learning the alphabet and you can spell stuff out. There are things like, I remember, I'm like, I can't remember if this means cookie or drugs. Like, so I'm like, there are like, yeah. Like, so I think, yeah, definitely I'm here for it. I will learn with you because I think it is.
To start it up.
Like I said, it's a really special moment when you even try to do that. Like, I was a barista, right? We talked about that. I worked at Barnes & Noble's cafe. But, like, I had one customer, and he was just, like, getting ready to write down. It's like, like, let's, like, and then just even that small effort, like, you could tell on his face, like, that meant so much.
That reminds me of that hotel commercial. You ever seen that when the concierge learned sign language? Because the person this lady kept checking in for work, and she kept writing down stuff. I forgot what hotel it was, but they show you the commercial where this girl is learning sign language, and you think that she think that she's deaf, but she's not. So at the end, you see her communicating with the guest that's checking in, and the guest was like, "Oh my god," but she didn't say that. But I'm just saying, like, her reaction,
Yeah.
like, you did this for me, like that's decent.
And it just makes you feel good because you're connecting with a human being. You know what I mean? And on a lighter note, Emily says, you have 69 subscribers. Giggity. I just noticed that today. I was about to tell that to Marty. He's like, keep it forever. And Emily also says, Nicole, absolutely, FOMO is real.
What's FOMO?
Fear of missing out. You ever heard, like, people would be like, oh, I have extreme, like, goodwill FOMO. It's like, or like, I was having, like, Clubhouse FOMO. Like, if I wasn't on for 24 hours a day, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss out on something that's gonna change my life. And it's like, yo.
But it's there all the time. That's what I love about Clubhouse, is that it's there all the time. Like, if you miss it, it's going to come back the next day or, like, another day. Like, it's there. So that's what I love.
I muted my I muted my notifications.
And I had to text you.
I did it last week when I was like, I've been taking Thursdays with like no social media, and well, except for like TikTok, because I really don't. TikTok is like a safe place for me, believe it or not. It's like, I'm not like over. I feel like I can get out of reselling a little bit.
Definitely a breakaway.
Yeah. So, and I just make content that I purely just like stupid shit over there. So I'm just like, all right. Sorry, I've had a lot of coffee today, so the expletives are like flowing out of my mouth. Keeping it real, freestyle. What's up, bro? So yeah, but I muted them and then I just like forgot. And it was kind of nice because I feel like once I had Clubhouse, it was like consistent. Like even when I turned the notifications down, because you know you can do that, I felt like I was just like consistently getting hit up for stuff, and like and I was just
and
like.
Also, like if you're in like a lot of clubs and groups and stuff, you're going to
oh my god,
all
yeah.
from whoever's in that group. So I still keep my frequency on high, but my phone is on silent, so it'll come and I'll check like my activity when I swipe down and stuff. But I've been in the same room with Kate. So from Kate to Great, we've been in the Millionaires Breakfast, Millions and Millionaires.
Yeah.
The Breakfast for Champions, like the Millionaires edition or something. And this morning we were in there, and it was what's his name? Tarek Musa, the flipper flop dude.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in there, and there was a couple other people in there, and I love the Breakfast for Champions group because am I frozen?
No, you're good.
Oh, it looked like I was frozen. It's just really dope because the stuff that they talk about, you can just, even if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed like that morning, or you woke up just feeling really unmotivated, just get into that group, and I swear, like after 5 minutes, you're gonna be like, I want to run for president. Like that's how good you're gonna feel. Like you're I'm telling you, it was so great this morning. And Kate's been in there like every day, and I was like, when you're in there, Kate, ping me in. And I was like doing homeschool with my kid this morning. In one ear, I got my earbud, and I'm just yes. My kid's like, what? I was like, nothing.
I wish they had an option that you could filter, like, notifications out, like, for clubs. Because, like, I will say, like, I got into Clubhouse, like, they have a whole sobriety club over there, and guys, like, if you're in the sober community, like, this whole year and a half, almost 2 years, right, almost full year, right, almost feels like 10, has been really hard, because having that routine of getting to a meeting, sitting in a room, having that space, like, on a weekly thing, we don't really have that. Right? Because, like, you know, like, it just wouldn't be possible. It's just not safe. So having that, like, and then having the ability to not only be like, okay, it's like Wednesday from 6 to 7 or whatever, like, it's all day long. So it's like, no matter what time or what it is, if you need it, there are people there. And it's very much set up like a meeting. Like, literally to the point where you raise your hand on the app, just like you would in a meeting, and you share. And they have different topic things, so I definitely recommend, if you're in the sober community, if you need a meeting space, use that. Is a very good way. The connections you make with people to all over the world in that sober community is awesome. So I've been using it more for that, and, like, getting back into a weekly meeting, and, like, you know, you don't have to share, but it's just I would say, like, I use it for that, but, like, I don't need notifications all day long for, like, the reseller club. Like, I love it, but, like, I wish you could filter the notifications.
I kind of really use Clubhouse, like, everything but reselling. Like,
I've been trying to do that too.
I really do. And, you know, I belong to the, you know, the resellers club in there, but I rarely join that group. I rarely, like, come into those chats, because it's like, I get that everywhere else. Like, it's my thing and I love it.
Yeah.
But I can, you know, I'm on Instagram. I do that all day. I want to come on here and I want to get something, you know, something different, something else that I'm interested in, writing, illustration, social media, branding, marketing, like, all of that content stuff. Like, I was on there, like, how to you know, content plan on TikTok, like, how to do this, because I'm really, like, trying to...
Wait, can we just say the chat about last night? Kaya texted me at 1:30 in the morning. We were both up. Okay, and she goes, I'm like, because Kaya had just watched me and Liz, which, by the way, I wanted to say hi to Liz. Thank you for being here. We hope that you're staying safe and warm, and we are sending good thoughts.
I wrote it, like the scream.
What's that? We hope that you're taking care, Liz, in Texas, staying warm. Our thoughts are with you. And like I said before in the chat, if you need anything, please reach out for us. But Liz and I had recommended that Kaya should watch American Gods. If you have seen American Gods, you know exactly the scene that I'm talking about in American Gods. And she was trying to explain. So I told her, I said, she texted me at 1:30 in the morning, and I was like, oh. I was like, I know this is Kaya. Like, you just know when your friend texts you. I'm like, yep, who else texts me at 1:30 in the morning? Kaya.
I was hollering. I was like, she literally texted me right back, like, she's up.
And she texted me about that scene. If you've seen American Gods, you know exactly. I'm not going to say it on here because...
It was like, I was like, oh my gosh, she's really doing this.
And I was like, yep.
She was like, yeah, I'm just making spaghetti.
I was making pasta at 1 in the morning.
What you doing up?
I had been watching. I got into a new podcast because y'all know I love talking about. I've talked in here about how I love Letterboxd, and I've been getting into, like, films and back into watching movies and stuff on a monthly thing. If you guys have recommendations for movies or shows, drop them in the chat box. I will add them to my Letterboxd with your social media handle and review them. And so I follow a few, like, well-known YouTubers, Let Me Explain, and Amanda the Jedi. She's a Canadian YouTuber. They do film stuff, but they have a podcast with their other friend, and Sundance just happened. So, and this year was all virtual, which is, like, you can watch an immense amount. I think they were saying, like, they watch, like, 13 films a day. which like normally you'd be like on a bus going to different theaters and all that stuff. And I was like watching their podcast because I don't know if you know, like Sundance is like broken into categories. So you have like your spotlight premieres, you have your midnight like ones, which are like the horror, the more vulgar. Yeah. You have like U.S. documentaries, U.S. drama. You have like all these things. So they did a 5-hour podcast, which they broke up to do each thing and talk about their reviews. So I've just been like getting suggestions. There's been some awesome things that I was telling you about. I know it's Friday, so I think it actually came out today. Judas and the Black Messiah came out.
Yeah. I didn't watch it yet because I was like, I need to pay attention.
Everybody,
I was like, I need to really like focus on it, so I didn't even turn it on yet. But I was like, ooh, I'm watching it all.
Everybody that I've been reading, like obviously no spoilers, and that entire podcast, they were like 5 stars. If this doesn't win an Oscar, like something is wrong.
I'm just like Daniel, like Kalu, like he is fucking awesome. So I just know whatever he's going to be in. And then, what's his name? My dude. The other one that plays in there. I love him.
Yeah, I just heard the casting's, like, incredible.
He's dope.
So that is definitely on the list. There's been also, there's one that I want to watch, but I know that I'm going to have to take some time. That's like Violation, which is a revenge horror movie, but deals with the category of sexual assault. So I do recommend, if you're going to go into it, you got to be in a good space, or it's very
like sexual assault and kid stuff really takes me like,
yeah,
I can't watch it no more. Like I can't. So I like refrain from watching.
But there seems to be a lot of stuff that I definitely
I'm watching on order.
Pleasure's another one that came out that looks good, but also looks very hard. That's about the behind the industry of the porn industry. What really goes behind that. Coda, which is exactly what we're talking about, American Sign Language. Coda came out with like 5 stars, like everybody just loved it. It's about being a child of a deaf family, so everybody in her family is deaf. One that looks really heavy is Mass. Passing is another one that looks really good. It's about the unexpected I'm reading the thing is unexpected reunion of 2 high school friends, Claire Kennedy and Irene Redfield, ignites a mutual obsession that threatens both of their carefully constructed realities, which is based on a true story about 2 women that are of lighter complexion, so their passing is white back in the day. So that's also based on a true story, so that looks very interesting. Mass looks very heavy. I think that's going to be another one that people have to take some time on. Anything that comes with involving school shootings, all that kind of stuff. Summer of Soul looks amazing, which is actually a Questlove Jawn. It's about the same summer as Woodstock, the Harlem Cultural Festival with like Stevie Wonder, all these people that came out, and it's just been, this footage has been sitting in a basement for 50 years, not seen, not ever talked about, considering we have like so much going on with Woodstock. So that looks amazing. Plus Questlove is like part of it, so you know it's going to be amazing. Yeah, there's just a lot of good stuff, guys, that's definitely coming out. A lot of stuff that's like revolving around quarantine, and that kind of stuff. A lot of really good documentaries coming out. But yeah, definitely Judas and the Black Messiah, I heard, is like 5 stars. If this doesn't win an Oscar, something is wrong. So I'm gonna... Yeah. Christy said, well, said I like that. What? Wait, what? Okay, wait. Huh?
Sometimes I do that on YouTube.
Ellie says, I'm ready to work as hard as I can in the moment and then let it be. As in, do all I can and then let the sales, subscribers, followers, whatever, be what they're going to be. That is beautiful advice.
Yes, I love that.
Yes, Emily, you need to talk about them more often because people need to hear that. That's a gorgeous Gorgeous thing. Nicole said, I gotta say, with setting this goal to motivate, it's motivating me harder than ever to make sales. So you're right for sure. Yes, it's potential. It's setting potential for yourself. You just gotta have some self-love. Christy says, Philly in the house. You know it. Monday we were over on Clubhouse and it just ended up being like a huge freaking Philly Jawn, with all the accents and Monco and like North Philly and South Philly come together. It was fun. Christy said, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up on your stuff. Christy says, yes, I wear my shirt a lot. I have it all my mask branding. Kaya is the one that reminds me of branding all the time. She's like, oh, I put this on my car, I have this on my hat, we need this and this and this. And I'm like, yes.
Like, I literally have Poshmark everything. My middle daughter, she makes fun of me all the time. Every time we leave out the house, there's always something Poshmark, whether it's a keychain, if it's a shirt, if it's a mask, if it's a hat. Now I got the socks thanks to Margaret. So she's in the bag. I got all the bags from Sellers merch. So when I go to the post office, I've always got like a Poshmark bag or like a Sellers bag. And my daughter's always like, do you have to wear that everywhere we go?
That's what I was just going to say.
You want some money, don't you?
You want allowance, don't you? That's what Sarah said. I love the Posh swag items. Someday I'll get it some too, and that's what I was going to say. Sellers merch is a great option for that, guys.
Whether you want something small or you want something big, their prices are very reasonable. They are dope, small business women, and it's I'm telling you, you're going to love it, especially when you get to brand yourself.
Emily says, yes, the Snoop Dogg one about I want to thank me. It's for TikTok, I'm guessing.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yes.
But it was like the way she zoomed
in the mirror.
It was like classic. I was like, this girl.
Guys, don't forget to drop your links to your Instagram, your closet, whatever you want in the chats.
You got a TikTok, tell me. I'm trying
to drop your TikTok in there. Whatever links you guys want to drop, as long as it's appropriate, drop it in there. I mean, I'm not going to hate if you have an OF. Like, I'm here for it, sis. Like, get that bag. Look, I'm just going to say it. Sex work is real work. I'm just going to say it. People are going to hate me. People are going to cancel me, whatever. I have plenty of friends that have OFs and they work just as hard as us as resellers, guys. Like, that is not an easy job, and the amount of creepy things that they have to deal with.
Listen.
But they work hard. I'm like, alright, I take marketing advice from them. You guys want to learn how to do a drop and get people really amped up? Ask your friends that have OFs. They'll tell you. Emily says, okay, so you need help doing the invoice. I just over my email and I was like, what the hell is this? So yes. I was so confused. I was like, what invoice? I just did a YouTube video, come thrifted me, and then a wicked, I read that in like a Boston accent, a wicked fun seller horror story at the end. Ooh. I saw that. I think it just premiered the Come Thrift With Me right when I was trying to slither my way up the stairs to my office off of my couch. Yes, this is Emily's link. Go follow her. She's amazing.
Yes.
We love her content. We just love Emily. Christy says, my posh closet is Christy's attic. Yes. Yes, guys.
You can her bio through her Instagram too.
Drop your links in there.
Yes, Nicole, drop your links.
Yes, Nicole, see, working out here, we see it. Chrissy said, I never compare myself. I do what I do when I want to do it and when I can do it. Plain and simple. Yes.
Do you, boo-boo, do you?
Sometimes I have to look in the mirror and tell myself that. You do you, boo.
Do you, boo, do you?
Chris. So what I can. Good, everyone's dropping their links. Yes, guys, drop your links. Yes. Whatever you guys want to do. Emily says, Caitlin, I need to be following you on TikTok. I'm pretty sure that I'm... Guys, so funny story, I had 2 TikToks because I'm dumb. And I created 2 accounts. I don't know why. And so one's like... The one that I deleted was on the phone number that I have, and so if you try to message me on TikTok, I'm not ignoring you. I literally can't reply because I can't update my phone number. So, I'm not ignoring you. I just wanted to put that out there because I keep trying to add my phone number in there so I can reply. Like, Shantae messaged me on there, and I'm like, I'm trying not to ignore you.
Really?
Yeah, I won't update it.
Phone number to reply to the messages.
Yeah, you have to add a phone number to reply to messages or send. That's why I just end up sending them in text to you.
Okay.
Chris says, "Wow, not really in Clubhouse because I don't have an iPhone." Yeah.
I think it's gonna come available soon.
It's gonna be. If you guys need it too, I know Kai has some invite codes.
Invites.
I got 3 now. I don't even.
Why they keep giving me some?
I haven't even been on for a week, and they're like, "Here's 3 invites." I'm like,
bro. First they gave me the 2, right, and then I gave one. I forgot who I gave one to. Oh, Chrissy, the girl Chrissy. And then it just went skyrocketed to 4. And then when I logged in the other day, it was like, oh, you have 6. And I was like, yo, stop giving them to me. I don't have. Everyone has it already.
They're like,
but if you know
friends.
someone that knows someone who needs it invited, DM me.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, Christy, someone I know, or I was like, wow, I can't even, because I was reading the comments and my brain stopped. I was like, Kaya, I know someone that needs it. And Kaya's just like, I got you. So I have 3 apparently since I haven't been on a week. They're like, here's 3 invites. Please come back.
And my party head is finally gone.
Yeah, mine too. Chris said, well, my mom's phone and download it, but haven't been on it for a while. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. There's good and there's bad, with everything in life. So I'm trying to find just the good of it.
I'm trying to find the balance.
Yes.
Because that is an app where I can really get taken away and be probably drained afterwards and don't want to do anything because I've devoted all of my time to it.
You know what it makes it I feel like it's gonna be like a Black Mirror episode at one point. I always like that one Black Mirror episode, I forget what the title of it is, where it's basically society is everything in your life is determined on your social media profile.
Yeah.
So your job, where you can live, is based off your likes and stuff. So I'm just waiting for them to make that one. I want Black Mirror to come back so bad. I love that show. Liz said,
Shirts is tough.
thank you. We have electricity now. Heater and ovens on to heat the house. Tonight is supposed to be our last freezing night. Fingers crossed.
I'm praying, and
Yeah.
I can't bear to see a state in that kind of emergency.
And I think too, we just had snow for yesterday and today, but we're kind of used to that. Okay, it's gonna be like this, and we're used to it. And I think people don't understand when you're not used to that, it's a lot. So if you're in an area that gets a lot of snow, and you're what's the big deal? It's
imagine being in Florida and you get a blizzard.
Yeah.
So it's just, you got to be empathetic and compassionate. You can't
That is what
can't
we're
be
all
the
about.
sticker of Texas. And who told them to stop whining? You can't be like that.
Says, I agree. Sometimes you just switch it up with what type of things you're consuming. Yes. Hey, look, I've been enjoying the week of just finding movies that I want to watch.
Break from social media. A healthy break.
Yes. New Netflix show, Tribes of Europa. I wonder if I can. I will try. Letterboxd sometimes says. Oh, you know what I watched this week? I feel like you'll appreciate this, Kai. I watched the Framing Britney Spears documentary on my birthday.
YouTube?
No, I watched it on Amazon Prime.
Really?
Yeah. Or Hulu or something like that.
Yeah, but I've been seeing everyone saying they watch it. I hate watching stuff on YouTube.
No, I didn't watch it on YouTube. I think it was on Hulu. I think Hulu, because I was trying to. It was right before I found the Charlamagne the God catfish episodes, and which was like gold.
Because I just like her story is freaking ridiculous right now.
I went into it. I think I rated it out of 5 stars. Like, so Letterboxd does have some, like, you know, stuff like shows you can rate, and I think I rated it. I think I originally rated it as a 3, but I would say it's a 3.5 out of 5. I don't think it's like the best documentary to come out. But it definitely was like, I went into it thinking like, oh, this is gonna be like whatever, click my brain off, like, and I went out and I was like, yo, like, did my childhood just change? Because they're talking about like, you know, just the perception of like back in the day, like that whole I was like, I get why Gen Z is freaking out about the Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, and everyone, like that whole construct. I was even thinking to myself like, wow, like I even sat there as another woman was like, oh yeah, she totally did this to Justin, and I'm like, they kind of dive into that, and just the whole, yeah, it was good. I definitely I recommend it. Like I said, I don't think it's like a 5 out of 5 stars, but I think it's good for what it is. I would say 3.5, 4. So, but I think it was on Hulu. I think Hulu is where I watched it. Liz, glad to hear you're okay. Yes, we are definitely. Christy said, have you ever watched the movie Triangle? Ooh.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, well, is it on, what is it on, and what is the kind of genre? And if you guys want to check out that podcast, it's called Intercut Podcast.
It's
very good. Yeah, it's INTERCUT podcast. Their episodes are about, like, I think they're shorter than our episodes. They're like an hour. I mean, it's cool.
I think good.
Yeah, they went through a lot of stuff. I liked how they broke it up into categories, because I was like, oop, I'm really interested in the midnight category, because, you know, I love horror movies. So I was like, what are the horror movies that are coming out? Apparently, guys, they made an updated version of Romeo and Juliet through, like, Instagram, but it's, like, atrocious. There's like DMs of them being like, you want to Netflix and chill, and then somebody just apparently comes up with a screen, and they're just going into like Shakespeare talk, and it's like, wait, we were just modern, but now we're what? And the fact here, the title of it, Kaya, has me cracking up, because they were talking on the podcast, they're like, did they even know what a hashtag is? Because they went R hashtag J. Why would you not say hashtag RJ? Like, right? And it's gonna be one of those ones where like it goes out. Like it's like a big. I don't think that they need like money or like rework or whatever. Like they're just gonna put it out and it's gonna be atrocious. It's gonna be like one of those young adult ones, but apparently it's like horrible. I'm gonna look up that Triangle. Is it from 2009? Ooh, I feel like, this looks kind of interesting, the premise. Let's see. Generally, people give it 3.4, so I'm usually okay with that. Sarah goes, yes, I was so there for Snoop's speech. Nicole said, on a side note, I hit a bunch of milestones this week. I hit 350 sales, 40,000 followers on Posh, and 4,000 on Insta, so big week for me. There you go.
Yes, look at the bright side.
See? Sometimes we get so focused on, like, other things that we forget.
Almost forgot. Hold on.
Oh. I love it. The tiny hands. So Triangle is an old movie. It's a thriller movie with Melissa George from Alias. Oh my god, throwing it back with Alias.
I used to be that shit.
Yeah, I feel like that came out in like middle school for me. I was like, oh my god, this show. I'm gonna add to my watch list, Christy. I still have to watch John Wick. Says Hush is interesting.
John Wick.
I did not watch John Wick yet. That was Sarah's original recommendation.
That was my thing.
Yeah, that.
Right there, we were just talking about like death and stuff.
Yeah.
That
My actually, so my parents recommended it to me, and they hardly watch like horror. Like my dad loves like old westerns, and I'm like, unless it's a spaghetti western, I'm not here for it. So like when they were like, "Oh,
it
gosh,
was like horror thriller, but it wasn't like like gory.
gory."
Yeah, I can't really deal with most of that.
See, I think that's something we could, like, me and Marty could watch together, because he doesn't do gore. Like, and I do gore. I'm like, the bloodier, the better. Like, I just love special effects like that. That's apparently, like, Violation is like that. So if you really don't, if it's a touchy subject matter and you don't like gore, it's probably not gonna be your jam. But Hush is good. He did another one, too. The director that did another movie... he does like a bunch of ones. He did like the Doctor Sleep, like Gerald's Game. He does like all of those kind of Oculus, which I hated. Like straight up, like I thought the premise was cool, but it was like really. You ever watch something and you're like, yo, someone tells you this is haunted and you're gonna bring it into your house? Like, why? Like, sis, I'm not here for that. I hate those horror tropes that are like, just dumb. Oh yeah, he did. I feel like Kaya, you would like that one called like Before I Wake. Have you ever seen that one? It's like these two parents have like they adopt this kid, and like basically hold on, I'll read the actual synopsis. An orphan child dreams and nightmares manifest physically as he sleeps. So his dreams and nightmares manifest into real life.
I think I see. What is that on Netflix?
Yeah, it's that girl from I always forget her name, but she was in Blue Crush. If you remember that movie, the surfing movie. Classic. Yeah, it's her. Yeah, it's the same guy that did Hush. I want to see the new Doctor Sleep.
All of the thriller and like sci-fi ones, like all on Amazon Prime and everything.
I love what is that really what is that one stupid alien one that I always crack up at, the one scene where they're like they're talking about the alien abductions? Do you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, oh my god, and it's like he's with the therapist, he's like, that sounds what? I have to find it because it's mad dumb. Kind of like, I loved did you see Cabin in the Woods? That's one of my favorite ones.
Who's in it?
Cabin in the Woods. Oh my god, it's like everybody. It's kind of like a. Yeah, it's like horror trope related. It's like the 5 kids go to the cabin in the woods, and there's like, I don't want to get, but it's kind of like there's a lot of horror tropes in it, making fun of the horror tropes, like, oh, they're all like the people that would normally die, and they have to choose like the thing that's gonna, you know what I mean? I recommend that. It's not really super gory, but I feel like you would like that because it's like horror, but not like, it kind of makes fun of horror more than I think is gory. But I loved it.
Escape. Is it called Escape or Escape Plan?
Is that the one about the escape room?
Yeah, that's what it's called, Escape Room.
I did not see that.
Really, and I believe it has to be a part 2.
Yeah, someone ruined the ending of that for me, and I was like, that's gonna be a no for me, dog.
You don't really watch it?
I've never been like super intrigued by escape rooms, so I don't know.
It really pushed me to be like, okay, I'm really not doing it now.
Do you recommend I should still watch it even if I know the ending? Is it like worth, even if it's spoiled, to watch it?
I think so.
Okay.
Because it's a lot that happened in there. That, like, there's like twists and turns.
Girl, the review, the average star amount on this movie. The average star amount on this movie on Letterboxd is a stunning 2.8 stars. It's okay. You know that Sia movie that came out that's been getting half stars. Like, not even once. People aren't even rating it. They're like, this is horrible. This is trash.
Oh my god. You said Sia?
Yeah, well, you know, she was in a lot of hot water too because it's a movie about an autistic person, but you're not getting an autistic actor.
Yeah, that's what it is. I forgot what blog I was reading or watching or something.
The reviews. Sometimes I just like reading the reviews on movies because people are just like,
oh, she did worse than Glitter.
yeah, I was like, would you rather? I'd rather watch Glitter.
Oh.
I guess. Yeah. I'm saying 1 star, just a review with a half star that just says, fuck you.
Hilarious, bro.
And then another half star says, maybe you're just a bad director. So yeah, I think I'm gonna skip out on that one. You know what the sad thing is? That will probably go up for an Oscar and it will probably win something.
That's why I say the Oscars.
Over something that should totally win over it.
Like, who is the Academy? How do you get to pick these movies? Stop. Tell her, Sarah. Tell her. I'm Reeves. Yes.
There's another one that came out. If you guys apparently it's very wacky. In the realm of if you guys, I don't know if you saw Mandy's another trippy movie, but Nicolas Cage movies. There's another one that came out called like what is it? It's like like Ghost Island something. I'm gonna butcher it right now. But yeah, that one's supposed to be very wacky, very funny, very Nicolas Cage freak out-ish. So if you guys enjoy that, I think they were like, oh, it's gonna be like 3 people. If you're watching this with 5 people, 3 people are gonna be asleep and 1 person's gonna be cracking up, and it's gonna be funnier watching that person cracking up than the movie. So I'm interested in that. I'm just here for the Nicolas Cage freakouts. Yeah, Chrissy said I heard about that Sia movie, how she was in trouble. Yeah, I think it's just we're past that. We're past that, guys. Like, not hiring actors or actresses that aren't that can't come from a true position, have never walked in that sort of life. It's like, why would you think that person could come to it? I don't know. But so yeah, I was gonna ask you if there's any, Kiaya, have you sold anything this week, like in particular, that's like sticking out for your solds?
Just the normal shit. What did I sell this week? I sold a lot of things that were listed like in the very beginning of my posh career.
Right? I feel like I sold random things this week that were like sitting there for a while.
Looking at the bottom of my closet like that. I've been selling a lot of plus size stuff.
Yes.
A lot of plus size stuff from my best friend's sister. She gave me like 6 bags full of plus size clothing, and when I had got those bags from C, it's Bossy on Instagram. If you don't follow her, check her out. She was ridding like all of her clothing, so I think she only does like maybe shoes and purses or accessories or something new, and she gave me like all of her clothes. So a lot of those items have been sold.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's like, oh, maybe I should list a lot more plus size.
Yeah, I've been noticing, and I think the trend to a lot of back to work items. Mm-hmm. Like, not really heels, but like I've been selling a lot of blazers.
Yeah, me too.
I've been selling a lot of or just like work casual kind of clothing. So I think that people are kind of going back, like flats and stuff like that. But then also just still selling like Athleta. Like people still trying to be out here to work out. So, but yeah, I think I've been selling a lot of stuff that's like very random, or again, yeah, like sat in my closet for a hot minute.
I'm selling boutique stuff too. And you know I have a lot of boutique stuff in my closet.
Hold on, guys, I have to BRB like real quick. So Kai's gonna hold it down. Kai can respond to questions, but I will be RB real. I just have to pee. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be transparent. But
She said it.
I was like trying to be professional about it, and I was like, it's freaking Freestyle Friday. So your girl will be right back. Kai's gonna hang it out, ask her questions, tell her yes.
Put my YouTube back.
I'm now giving her my TED Talk microphone. Okay, bye.
Caitlin is hilarious. Oh my goodness. All right. Wait. Oh, Nicole, you said, you know what I think would be fun? We should get a group of resellers together on a Zoom or something so we can all hang out. Yes, Nicole. Yes. I have a Zoom account too. Like I actually pay for the Zoom, so I get longer than the 40 minutes. So if you guys are interested in doing that, I will create a Zoom and we can definitely do that. We can all, if you want to do work related stuff, you just want to talk, just want to chat, I'm down. I'm down with doing that. What else? Oh, she said I sold a Christmas item this week. That was very random for me. I haven't sold any, I didn't have a lot of Christmas items in my closet. I had a couple sweaters. I tried to get on the sweater trend and I guess somebody beat me to it at the thrift stores. But I've been getting a lot of likes on the couple sweaters that I have. I got a Star Wars Christmas sweater and a Grinch, a very vintage Grinch sweater. So I've been getting likes on it, but nobody's buying. It's I think I got even for $10 in my closet. So I'm just I'm probably not going to send you an offer, but thanks for the likes. What about you? Christy said, she said, I love free clothes. Yes, free items. That's what all of my listings that are sitting here now are free items. And that's why it's taking me so long to list. It's straight 100% profit. So
what I miss.
We were talking about items we sold. So I was saying Nicole said she sold a Christmas sweater, and Christy was like, I love free clothes, and I was like, me too.
Yeah, I feel like that's right up there when you get a full price sale off of Poshmark and you're like, oh my god, yay. But this week, I've just balling out. People send me offers and I'm just like, sure, congratulations.
She did, sure.
I've just been trying to move things, because I want to add more. I want to have a smaller closet, I guess. And yeah, I just want to move things. So I've just been people are like $20. I'm like, cool. $25, cool. Just take it out of my house, please. But if it's $3, I'm gonna be that's enough for me, sis. I still need to be making something. I can't work for a nickel. Saint 1945. Sorry. Christy says I sold lingerie and boots. Together? Because
whoever bought that about to have a good time.
Get your freak on. Get your freak on. I'm here for it. Live your best life. Nicole says, my mom gave me a bunch of Christmas stuff in November, and I listed a bunch of things, and I sold a few of the things around the holidays, and I've sold a few since we didn't take them down yet.
I don't take my stuff down.
I don't take it down either.
I don't take anything down I don't care if we're swapping seasons. You can buy bathing suit in December. I don't know where you were.
That's where I sold all of my bathing suit, tops and bottoms, in November.
But that's what my best friend does, though, Caitlin. She for whatever
a season ahead.
Season that's before, and I never got that. In the summer, we would go shopping in college, and she's buying winter coats and winter boots, and I'm like, girl, like, we trying to buy bikinis. Like, what you trying to do? Like, what are you doing? She was like, no, like, you got to get it now because it's on sale.
It's the OG trick.
Then when it was time for me to buy some Uggs in the fall and the winter, I was like, it was shit.
Christy said not together. Oh man, I was hoping that was a together purchase. Because I'd be like, please tell me how this went. Live your best life.
What's your review? How was it?
I just need to know. There's a rare little vintage hoodie that I was hoping wouldn't sell. Yes.
Wanted it? She was secretly trying to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you hate that? Like when it's like, if this don't sell tomorrow, I'm going to keep it, and then it sells tomorrow.
I really believe that's when I make sales because I was about to do that with these Rag & Bone suede heels that I've had like forever, for like a year, and I relisted them. I had sent offers out. I had relisted like closet, like everything, and I was just like, okay, I guess these are just not meant to be. And the next day, someone bought them at a full price, and I was like, okay. So I like literally relisted, like they were like, you know, Rag & Bone heels, so they were like expensive. So I had them for like $125.
I wish that were my size.
The lowest price I had them on was $25, and the next day I relisted them back to what I originally put them for, $95, and it was a full price sale. So
like relisting is shit.
So don't hate yourself. You know, like sometimes I feel like that's just manifesting. Like I don't really know if like I believe in manifesting, but whatever. Like that's a whole other conversation. But like I think I manifested that. Like I was literally like that night. Like I'm about to pull these out of my closet and put them in the pile so it's gonna get redonated. And then I was like sold. I was like, damn. All right. I just sold like more summer things in December, like tons of rompers, shorts, dresses. I was so confused, but totally on board with it.
She's just so confused. No, it'd be people in California or Florida or something that's like, we need this. We need this in our lives.
Yeah, that is very true because I think you forget that you're shipping. Or even like if you're on eBay or something like that, you're doing, or Depop if you're doing like worldwide shipping, like not everybody's in the same weather. Pattern.
So that's why I don't like when the season comes, like I do try to look for more stuff in that season, but if I do see something else, like if I'm like in the fall and I'm like, all right, I want to pick up some neutral stuff, I want to pick up some sweaters, that would be the goal. But if I come across a bathing suit, like, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna get this, and I'll get it.
I'll try to do that too, even in Goodwill, because just like, you know, any other fashion place, the things that are currently more needed, like long sleeves or turtlenecks or sweaters, are going to be more expensive in cost of price than, say, like the crop tops at this time. So I'll still go over like short sleeves. I'll still go over shorts or dresses or whatever it is, bathing suits. I'll still look through it because it's like, okay, if it saves at least $1 off my cost of goods, then it's like, you know what I mean? Everybody wins. I don't have to necessarily list it right away, but it might be something. Or I still list it. I've been horrible listing this week. I steamed everything and it's just sitting. Hi, hello.
I listed woes right now.
Yeah. I was like, if I can at least steam it, then I've done something with my life this week. I think with everything that's going on, everyone's looking forward to summer, so trying to list some of that stuff too. Yes. I can't wait for summer. I was like ready for summer like 3 months ago. I can't do the cold. I want a real summer too. I want to
be like, I can't wait for fall.
I think same. I like fall when it's like
it's in between summer and winter, and it's just perfect.
And you can like go outside with a hoodie on, but you're like not cold, but you're not like hot, and you're like, yes. Fall's that time you can wear like a hoodie with shorts, and it's like,
that was me. Like I'm telling you, when my kids used to go to school, like could go out to school, I used to be like in a long like olive like not trench coat, but it was kind of like a utility coat. I used to have Uggs with like pink socks and like shorts. Like that's it. Is that your mom look or is that your fall look? It's both.
It's a vibe. It's my Chad in the middle of winter out here in cargo shorts and a hoodie, no matter the weather.
I'm really about to like start that challenge of. I've been seeing a lot of people doing like that challenge of like your wardrobe, like a Goodwill wardrobe. Like people saying like, oh, like you can't buy like cute outfits and stuff from Goodwill to wear, you know.
Challenge accepted.
I was like, I think I might hop on it.
That's from, yeah, I think since starting me selling, I don't ever buy anything retail.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not like I started purposely not doing that, and now I'm just like, why would I spend this?
Yeah.
When I could spend this and support someone else's income and be like sustainable about it.
Yep.
Christy says, I haven't listed either, have answered questions, but haven't done anything but ship. Same. I think everyone's kind of in the same boat.
Christy, what's the craziest question you've gotten?
Yeah, I wouldn't know that one.
That's a fun thing.
It's going to be Freaky Feet 69 again. Coming with the weird feet. Nicole said, so question for everyone. Do you have a specific order you list your closet in? I have all my hot items at the top and then followed by my in-season stuff and then accessories and home and then off-season.
She is curated as fuck because I can't even think about doing that.
Nicole, I try.
How does it work when you share? Like, does it go back in the same order? Like,
It goes
I
back.
never figured out how people do their closets. Like, you ever see like they'll put like jeans,
Me.
tag, and then they put all their jeans, and then they put blouses and
Shoes.
I'm like, how the fuck do you share? So
I did that. I did that for a while, and it was so exhausting.
Especially you have to list an item. Like, say you're listing a top, and the top section is all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, so you just share from backwards to the, like, back to front. So, like, if you had, like, shoes in one area, like, if you had it all out, you have placement cards. It's really, like, I'd tell people not to do it now, because it's just too time-consuming. It's too confusing. Like, no one's really looking at a closet that way.
Yeah.
No one's really taking time to look at closets like that. People generally, like, rule of thumb.
I like it because it kind of reminds me of a store. I like it. I just don't like it for me.
It's too much. Yeah. It's too much.
You're into a party. Like, say if you share a all shoes party, and then you go back and look at your closet, like, oh my god, all my fucking shoes are at the top. And I'll randomly like mix everything back up, and you'll see a clump of shoes, but you won't see like all of it. Like, I don't like the way that looks in my closet, but when I see other people, I'm like, this is cute. Like, I like shopping in sections like this.
It's just really hard. It's time consuming, like you said, the party thing. Yeah. You know, you have to like go back. I don't recommend it. I just don't. I think if you have a smaller closet, like if you had under 50 items, I think that would be, you could do it. But anything more, I'm like triggered over here. I'm like having memories of like having to like, and you would like forget something and you're like, oh shit. I just do it by likes. Or I try at the beginning of the week. I'm like, all right, I do it by relisting. So whatever items I relist are like the top of my closet. Because you know when you like relist things, you tend to get more likes on the item. Because it's like new or in. So I'll relist 5 things and those are the top. And then the next day I go through Vendu, look through like what are the last 5, like on the last 5 on the last page. I'll do those. So I just do it by that. Sometimes I share it by likes, now that you can filter through likes. Yeah. But
I do like the items thing that Nicole is talking about though, because I do put like some things that I feel like should be seen first.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think you're not relisting. You should do that. Like, do it by your likes. I share in specific order. All sweaters are together. All jeans are together. Nicole, bless your soul. It is like...
It works. That's what I said.
So when I list new items, I share from the bottom of my closet to top and put the new items in the places. Yeah, no, yeah.
That's how she does it.
Nicole, I bless you for staying with it.
And meticulous, like how?
But I will say, like, because now with using Reseller Assistant, I don't even bother because I'm gonna end up like having to change it anyway. Like, they don't even share place card holders because it's not technically underneath an active listing.
I've realized that.
Yeah, so like if you put a sale thing up there, like I have to go in and do it. And the whole purpose of me having an assistant is to not do that. So I'm just like, why would I spend like $110 just to stress myself out? I mean, not saying I would, but this money goes share. Probably do a full closet share after. Yeah, all this is, I'm like, oh my god, it's all coming back to me. I do a full closet share.
I hear myself speak. I sound crazy. You're not crazy. You have a particular way of doing it, and I think that's different and decent at the same time.
People like it. Yeah, people like it. I say, like, if it works for you, if it's getting people in, like Kiaya said, she likes to shop that way. I like to shop that way.
I just can't do my shit.
Yeah.
That's so strange. You expect something, or you like something a certain way, but you know, like, I ain't doing this. And that's just because maybe I'm lazy.
No, I'm the same way. I like shopping. Like, Caitlin T does that too in her closet. Because I actually was like, hey, maybe you should try it this way. I think she asked me about that one day, and like that's why she does it. I like it that way because you can find stuff. Because I don't really like going in through a lot of filters, to be honest, guys. Like so I like it. I just can't do it. I like fall, seriously fall, but I'm never looking forward to it because that means summer's ending and winter is coming.
Winter's coming, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, right. That's immediately what I thought too, sir. Yeah, I just like that. If I feel like someone told me San Francisco was like that. Our friend moved to San Francisco area, like that's like on California. He was like, it was so weird because it was like consistently one season all year round.
I
Like,
just want to go to San Francisco so I can see like That's So Raven House and the Full House.
he's like, it really tripped me up coming from Philly where there's like multiple seasons to one just consistently year round. I was like, I feel weird about this.
I would like it.
I would too, probably. Let's go.
Snow for it, but
Nicole says, I think that's my fear with getting a VA is that they will mess up the order of my closet.
that's how I feel when my husband makes dinner. Like, you're not gonna put the pans back the right way.
That's how I'm with grocery shopping.
He's like,
I do the same thing with, like, when we go grocery shopping, I tell him he's not allowed to put it away. I have to put the groceries away. I'm like,
probably a woman thing. Yeah, my husband knows. He's like, I'll bring the bags up and I'll lay everything out, and then I'll just go ahead and see you need me again. He does it with that. He does it with putting clothes away. The way he puts clothes away pisses me off. Like,
what?
I'll be like, why do you put the kids' clothes away like this? Like, it just bothers me so bad. I'm like, dude, there's 4 drawers. Underwear, undershirts, and socks. Shirt, tight, pajamas. Like, why? Why we got one sock here, one sock there? Like, I'll be in there like, okay. He's like, he'll bring the hampers up, and he's just like, here we go. Like, I get real, you know about that stuff, but I guess
Yeah.
I'm being anyway. I'm a freshman.
Yeah, no, I can totally understand that. but I will say it's nice to not have to deal with. I mean, I just can't go back to sharing my own closet. Like once you do it, and you're like, oh my god.
It's like you don't gotta worry about that no more. Like I don't have to do that no more. Oh yeah, you can take all my money.
Especially, so Kaya, did you start having a VA like close to when you started, or was it after some time? Because I don't think I got my VA till like after a year of reselling.
I don't know when I know it was,
Where, when, why?
But I know that it was from a recommendation. I do know that. Like
Yeah.
someone was prompting about it on social media and stuff, and because it was something that I didn't like to do along with listing, I was like, okay, like I'm gonna try it out, and that's what I did. And I was just like, I fell in love.
Yeah, I think I got really tired from sharing, and then I tried to get my feet in the game for VAing.
You tried to be a VA?
Dude, I had one client, and that I can't even imagine having one client.
That was one job I put up because I couldn't do it. If I can't do it for myself, I can't do it for nobody else. Sharing someone all day, like
5,000 clicks a day.
Bless your heart, because
I thought my eyes were gonna fall out of my head. I was like legitimately having like wrist issues and like carpal tunnel from it. Marty's like, I think it might be from trying to be a VA. It's like, yeah.
I can't do it for me. I can't do it for nobody else. That's how I feel.
I think it'd be a good gig if you didn't have your own closet. Like if I went today and said, I'm gonna throw everything in the trash, I'm gonna take all my closets off, but I do have this knowledge and I wanna
really enjoy doing it.
And I want to create an income around that, but not like at that time I was doing my own closet. I was working full time, and then sharing someone else's closet, and just like the amount of alarms I would have to put on my phone, the amount of just like staying up forever,
staring at a screen all of that time, like that's my eyes would have been done.
And I went above and beyond too, because I would send Excel sheets out of like times, amounts of things like shared, if they were shared to a party. I was not charging enough. I was like, but I would totally, like I like Christie's. I have my mom share my closet. I tried to ask my mom, but she,
electronic device.
yeah, I've been in the car with
Should I do it on a flip phone?
So cute. I love old people in technology. My dad was just freaking out about that the other day because I got TikTok and he's like, they're gonna have all your information. He's like, oh, it's okay, Dad.
My mom is always like complaining about, oh my God, you spent all your time on your phone, but then she's like, oh, can I see that on Facebook? Or what is it? Because our family has a group page on Facebook. And she's like, can I see the group? Anybody put it? I was like, oh, but you don't like this, right? You say I spend too much time in this, right? But you want to know if this place is open, right? You want to know these directions, right?
Yeah, my mom has an Instagram. My mom has a Facebook and an Instagram. I was about to tell my mom to get Clubhouse because my mom just started on this journey of my brother, sister-in-law got her one of those tea, like an actual like pour over for teas. My mom loves teas, so she's been trying, like she's on this journey of like trying different blends out, like what she like making her own and stuff. So I was like, all right, we're in the Clubhouse room coming for the tea, like literally tea. But she has a Facebook, she has an Instagram. She runs my other dog's Instagram page. So she like knows all about the stuff. I send her TikToks all the time. And she listens to our podcast. She's on YouTube. My dad's like, I will never have a social media. So. But yeah, my mom would be like, what? I already tried to get her to send me consignment stuff, and it's hard enough. Like, let's make you some money. Unpopular opinion. I love the cold and the snow. Being born in the winter makes the time of the year more fun, but I would live in Antarctica or Alaska if I could.
Antarctica?
Nicole, you are a rare breed. I love it.
I can't even say I want to visit. I would probably be pissed, like step off the whatever ship, plane, however you get there, step off and be like, okay, I had enough, now let me go back. Like being cold all the time.
I mean,
Should have been born in the fall.
I was born in the winter. My mom was like telling me that on Tuesday because my mom feels like telling me the story of the day I was born every year of my birthday.
Do that, like around your birthday.
And she's like, it was so cold. I was born in upstate New York, so it snows like snow up there, like 9 out of 12 months. So, but I was like, I can't do it anymore. Like, I just can't. Like, I'd rather be.
Tell stories about me. It's like she'd never been pregnant and had me. Like that's how her story is.
She's like, do you know? Oh wait, Kaya, I have that picture for you.
Graduation. And my water broke, and then the next time I drove myself to the hospital, and it's like, which one?
Which story we go with? Kaya, I have a present for you. I forgot to send this to you, but my mom sent me the picture of me and my Backstreet Boys.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry if you go blind after.
Biggest boy band fan.
I just texted it to you with my poster board and everything. Love it.
Oh my god.
Seriously, I'm waiting for you.
Yo! Thanks!
I was so excited.
Yo,
I'm rocking that like Gen Z.
What does your face say? Cause she
it says BSB on it. I wrote BSB on it. Seriously, that's my gift to you. No, you're not allowed to share that to the internet yet. I made my mom not put that on the internet. I was like, you can text it to me because Kaya needs to see this.
I won't do it. This is gold though.
These are the gifts you get for my friendship, Kaya.
Literally, y'all.
It's a poster board. It's a mood board. So
we were talking about that like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we were talking about our first concerts. Oh, we were on Freestyle Friday last week.
Yeah.
So since I'm sharing my closet now, I love all seasons too. It's just that winter lasts 6 months in the Midwest, but I've been skiing a lot and sledding in our backyard, so it twerks. I like that it twerks. I don't know if you meant that, but I love it. Yes, it twerks. True fact, skiing scares me. I had a very traumatic first experience with skiing, so
yeah, I don't want
never again.
I like tubing though. I've been tubing before, like being the donut and you.
Oh yeah, that sounds fine with me. But skiing.
That takes you like up the slope.
Yeah.
I won't. I seen this one serious movie. I think it was on.
Oh, the one where they're stuck on the lift. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, this is extreme.
Them, like, bro.
I know. I watched that and I was like, nope, never again.
Like, this is insane. Like, I was like, something stupid's going to happen. Like, that's what I said when they got on. I was like, something stupid's going to happen. And
yeah.
You get stuck, and it's cold as hell, and you get eaten by wolves.
It's like one of those things where, again, like, where you're like, why would you make that decision? Why, like, just, don't they get on it because they're like, oh, we can have one last one before the park closes for a 3-day weekend. Ooh.
Oh, it's people getting off, so these are the last people.
I was just like, okay, here's the horror trope, but, like, hopefully it just gets better. But I know exactly what you're talking about. That movie, I felt that in my liver. I was like, never again.
Yeah, that was like a true thing to me. I was like, that can really happen to me. I'm not doing
that. Nicole says, I'm sharing my closet now too. The current party happening. Yeah, I just saw it's like what the GOAT, like greatest of all time party or something. I don't know. I love skiing. I've been skiing all my life and I love it. I'm here for all of y'all to ski for me.
Nicole's probably a pro.
Yeah.
probably slip and I do know.
Because this is my daughter bought her an iPhone.
Like during the Olympics and stuff, like I love watching it.
Aww.
I just like I feel like I would die. Like I'm gonna crash right into a tree as soon as I start. Like I know I am.
Yep.
And I panic.
I'm so glad that our friendship, we will never go skiing. Like, I'm so glad that we're on the same page, that we're like,
But
this.
listen, that's just with anything. Like, are you that type of person? Like, will you panic before it actually happens, or will you try to remain?
No, hello, have you met me? I will panic.
Let me tell you guys, real quick, funny story.
All the time.
For like, went to Miami for the first time. I think I turned like 25 or 26. Went with my best friend. So excited to be at Miami. I don't know why, but it's like the thing to do.
It's Miami.
So we went to the beach. Me and my best friend, right? So I can swim, but I can't. I'm not like a great swimmer, and oceans terrify me. So I won't go so far.
Yeah.
So my best friend is there, and he's like, "Yeah, come on out. I got you. Whatever." So I'm going out and stuff. Literally, guys, I'm 5'5". I'm in the freaking ocean.
Oh my god, where is this going?
It was here.
Girl, no.
I'm telling you, I freaked out to the point where I was already dead in my mind. Like, it was insane. I thought I was literally dying. Like, he was standing next to me looking at me like this in the water. Like, I was like this. Like, in the water. And I really thought, like, I was going to die. Like, my wig then floated away. Like, it was I was like, I don't even care about the wig no more. Like, I just don't want to die.
Go bye.
I can't drift in the ocean.
Yeah. Riptides are no joke, dude. Like, that's scary.
I can't see the end of the ocean. How can you not be scared of that?
I love the ocean. But I'm the same way. When I was younger, I would go in, like, my dad would go all the way out, and I would go, like, I don't know why. I just thought I was, like, invincible. And then as soon as I got older, I'm like, this is why y'all have a pool. Like, I'm
scared of oceans.
I will go in, but, like, that's a no for me.
I'm scared. Like,
I think that's a normal thing. Are you scared of, like, oceans? So here, I'm going to ask you a follow-up. Are you scared of oceans that you, like New Jersey, like East Coast oceans, or, like, where you can't see through it, but if you were, like, down, like, in clear water, would you be okay with it because you can kind of see?
Nope.
Really? Because
it gets to a point where it's taken over me, and I have no control. Like, no. Like, even when I'm at, like, I don't even go to Atlantic City Beach anymore because I just don't find it appealing. But, like, we'll go to Ocean City. Like, we'll travel all the way down to go to Maryland to go to the beach. And even when we go, I'm just like, I can't go above my waist. I feel scared that I'm going to get pulled in and I can't get any help. Like, that's the fear. The fear of...
That's genuine.
And it's gonna happen, and it's just like I know it's about to happen, and you can't, That's why I always say, like, Lord, when I die, please make it be instant, because I can't sit there knowing it's gonna happen, and you can't do nothing about it. So that's why I like fearful of that.
Yeah, no, I think that's that's more than valid. Because I feel the same. Like I said, I would go all out in the ocean when I was younger. But now that I'm, like, older, I'm like, I don't... Maybe because I watch a lot of National Geographic. I watch a lot of shark stuff. I don't know why. I follow, like, shark Instagram accounts. Like, it is, like, one of my weird thing. Yeah, no, I wanted to be a marine biologist when I was a kid. So I love, like, science and, like, marine biology and stuff like that. But, like, now I'm older, I'm like, no. I'm gonna eaten by a shark, even though I know, like, that's not... You're more likely to, like, die in a plane crash than be eaten by a shark. But, like, I'm just like, that's where mine goes. So if I can see through the bottom, like, when I've been to, like, Costa Rica, I went not scuba, snorkeling in Costa Rica. That was fine for me because I can see everything. But you can catch me, like, anywhere and like a thing that I can't see like through.
I just get like icky, like if something touched my leg or something under there, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'd be like, I'd be trying to run out the water, like.
Do you want to hear a crazy story? So when I was young, so I had to be like maybe when I was a teenager, maybe like 13, 14. So where my parents live is like where we would go for like summer vacation. That was like our summer go-to. Like we didn't really go to New Jersey like that. We would go down south. So one year, and we'd always stay at like the same like areas. And one year we went to the beach, and I was just being a kid, like out in the water, like like I don't know, just do that. And I would like try to dive under the waves, and I dove under an entire, I don't think school is the right way to say it, but we'll just say school of jellyfish. I went through the entire thing. I came up screaming so loud people thought I was attacked by a shark because I was screaming so loud. And it was like all over. Like my entire body was like luckily I don't know how I didn't get my face, probably because I was like this, but yeah, like what?
You got stung?
Yeah, all over.
What does it feel like? Like is there?
It was like
like you know you touch like a balloon and then sorry, bad again.
I feel like it wasn't like, I don't know how to describe it properly, but it hurts. Yeah. And it's not just like it's not like an electric shock where it just like it goes like right away, like oh, like that. It lingers, like it hurts. So I guess like
I don't want to see none of that stuff. Like I don't want to ever.
But I mean, luckily it was like they don't really get like the like super venomous ones.
As soon as I would have seen it, I'd have just in the water. I'd have just been going.
Yo, my brother just laughed at me. He was like, ah. I had people coming up like they thought I was literally attacked by a shark because I was like, I jumped out. And like, luckily my face was fine. Like, because I was like this. So it was just.
So close?
Oh, they swim all the way down in there. They hang out all the time. Yo, it's their home. We're the ones going into it. That'd be like me walking to someone's house to be like, how'd you get here?
I'm not going in the water no more.
I was fine. It wasn't like a super venomous one. It wasn't like dangerous. It was just like one of those things where it was like kind of crazy. It's a very, I mean, but dude, I've had stuff happen outside the water. Same place. Same thing at the pool. Put my towel down. I put my towel down an entire hill of fire ants, and then put my towel on. Not fire ants. That hurt. Fire ants bite. Like pinch, hurt. So entire on the towel. I was like, what is going on?
Oh my god.
Going back to those are my experiences with animals. Still love it. I was born in a blizzard, so it totally makes sense that I love the cold. There was like 3+ feet of snow. My parents were kicked out of the hospital because of, wow. I feel like they shouldn't have been kicked out of the hospital, but they're like, congratulations, goodbye. So I need you to go.
Nicole, I need you to write a book because I was your life story, like real shit.
Also, because I'm reading your comments right now. When I go skiing, I go off the rails and the edges to get some good air. Like, hell no, Nicole. I'm glad you are living your best life.
Wait, wait.
I'm gonna leave that to you, girl. It's a thrill, kind of terrifying, but also kind of awesome.
You mean go off the rails like to the edge of a mountain or something?
Nicole, she a daredevil.
Daredevil. That's what happens when you're born in a blizzard. You're a daredevil. That's what he can do anything. She was born in a blizzard. Dude.
I like Chrissy's comment here. Listen, there are no edges in the ocean like a pool. I'm good.
No edges.
That's what I said. I was like, now at like over 30, I'm like, this is why you have a pool. Like, I'll go to the beach.
A baby pool.
Are you? So it doesn't freak you out? Well, do you like water in a pool, or is like that also? Like, you just have okay.
Not a lot.
Because I mean, some people are just
I don't
freaked.
go in more than 4 feet. I have to be in control.
Yeah.
So if it's here, like in Miami, I'll do it again. Will not.
Christy says that sort of makes me think of that Will Smith movie when he died prematurely. I know what you're talking about. Isn't it called like 7 Pounds or whatever it's called? Or
did he die from the jellyfish with that?
I think that's the right movie.
I don't even think I've seen the movie all the way. Was that the one where he gave like a piece of himself to everybody?
I think that's the one she's talking about. Yeah, that movie's. Yeah, no, what's crazy about it now is like, you know, when you're, if your arms or stuff fall asleep. So because I sleep in the weirdest.
When I sit on the toilet with you.
So when my arms especially my arms, when my arms fall asleep, you'll see like the markings. Where it happened. Still over 30. It's insane. I'm like, how did that happen? How did I live on that? Like, at a young age, I just think my brother was just like, haha. And I was like, you don't know, I could have just been eaten by a shark. You laughing at me, bro? And he's like, wait, Nicole said, you know, like the terrain in skiing, there are like rails and things built into the snow, mainly for the snowboarders, but I go off, then look it up on Google if you aren't familiar. No, what you're talking about now, like ramps and stuff like that, yeah. I thought you meant like the edges of the mountain. I was like, you were really living your life.
Yo, you won't have stories for her grandkids.
I love it. I wish I could be like that. Like more. I feel like I'm not super cautious, but I'm also like not super daredevil-y. I think now I'm not as daredevil-y. Asked me like 8 years ago, that'd be a totally different. You want to go jump off a mountain? Okay. Yes, I'm 5'1". Oh.
I'm 5'5" and I feel short as hell.
I'm like 5'6". I always say like, because Marty's taller than me, I'm like, can you use your tall people powers? I'm going down black diamonds and double black diamonds. Yeah. See, that's where my trauma comes from.
What is black diamond?
It's like the skill level of a mountain. Like, you know when you start, you're like on the bunny hill. That would be like tier expert level. Like, yeah. Because my dumbass, the first time I went skiing, was like, this is your first time skiing? You want to impress other people? Why don't you go on black diamonds, even though this is your first time ever being on skis?
Dude, I'm about to Google it.
And I don't ask me how, but I got lost. Some very nicely, I swear, this random nice lady stranger helped me get back. I was like, I'm never doing this again. At one point, I think I just sat on the mountain and just started crying because I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck on this mountain. Chris said, yes, Kaya.
Oop, I looked up black diamond strain and it showed me a bunch of weed.
And Nicole said, I get some videos of myself skiing, people watch them, they're like, are you crazy? I'm like, just a little, and I may be the shortest, I'm barely 5 feet tall. Nicole, I love it.
Nicole, you be going down
Yeah, they're not easy.
Whoa, this is insane.
My dumb ass was like, yeah, Caitlin, first day on skis, let's go.
Oh my god, like, can we just do a Zoom with Nicole and like her life? Cause
yeah.
I want to watch this. Like, that's how we was talking about the mountain climbing. What was it called?
Oh, the one I sent you, the guy up the, yeah. Did you end up watching that?
Yes!
Were you watching with like sweaty palms the entire time? Like Marty was like, I can't.
With amazement, like, how could you not be scared of falling and dying? Like,
I was more like, have you seen that man's like finger muscles? He was doing the pull-ups just like by fingers. I was like, holy shit.
Then it started talking about everybody who didn't need.
What just happened? Kaya. I'm scared. Aliens, I'm scared. I just saw the lights flicker.
The aliens. My foot hit the extension cord. The electricity in the basement sucks. So, like, you gotta be really careful with the extension cord. Like, one little touch and I'll fucking go out.
Because I've taught a lot of people, like friends and stuff, no injuries or anything, but I teach my friends for free so they don't have to pay for lessons. Yes. Well, if I ever feel like trying to get over my first time of traumatic skiing, Nicole, I'm like, team, let's just go to the lounge, have hot chocolate.
And play the piano and you start looking anywhere. Because that's all I want to do.
Christy says, that's me at Walmart. Excuse me, tall person, or I'm grabbing a long item to get something to ship on the top. Yep.
She said, I'm grabbing a long item, me too. Mm-hmm. When I have to get the toilet paper and shit from Walmart, I get a broomstick first because I'll be like this.
Mm-hmm. No shame. I love it. Nicole says, I'll try and get a good video next time I go skiing and I'll send it to y'all. Yes. I admire it, but Kaya, we need some work.
I don't care. I ain't going. Nope.
Kaya, that's why we're friends, because we're never going to be like, let's go skiing. If so, you're going to be like, sorry, Lauren just messaged me. She said, oh my god, I sound like a grandmother. Guys, I'm super excited for this month. We have really awesome people coming on for the podcast. I can't wait for y'all to be able to hear it, because they just be popping it. And it's all women, so yes. For this week's episode, I'm telling you, y'all are gonna. I was going back and listening to it while making that video, and I was like, oh, I forgot we talked about this. Oh my god, yeah. I will give you a fair warning, the podcast is going to be about an hour and a half this week. So it's a little bit of a longer one, so I was like trying to export it. I was trying to export the video on my phone, right? So I took the audio, made the video, I go to export it, because I do it from my phone, and I was like, you do not have enough memory on your phone for this device to be able to. I had to like offload so many apps.
You have to get it.
I had to it was a hot mess. And finally I was like, oh my god, yes.
Oh man.
Aww. Well then, you're with someone who can like relate to it. I feel like Mario always is like,
You got somebody to be like, I'm telling you.
Yeah. He just always is like, do you need the tall people slope? I'm like, yes. I had that coffee, it just hit me. I'm gonna be super caffeinated tonight. I had coffee, I just had a Coca-Cola. Woo! Let's go skiing! And we're up for recording tomorrow. Maybe I'll watch a movie though.
Huh?
I forget, what did I have to add to my letterbox? People gave me suggestions. If you guys want to be on Letterboxd, let me know and I'll send you an invite, because I have to send it through email. But it's dope. Oh, Kaya, I forgot they released because I know we were talking about like all the old classic things like Sesame Street.
Yeah.
There's a documentary that they did about Sesame Street. It's called How We hold on, I'm gonna
Sesame Street?
it's very similar, that title. It's called Street Gang, How We Got to Sesame Street. And so it's like the history, you get a lot of back like clips. they just talk about like the general things. So I think that's gonna be. I think they said HBO picked it up, so that should probably be on HBO Max. I just gotta buy HBO Max between. Do you have it? Do you have HBO Max?
Yeah, I do.
Oh shit! Well then you can. Oh, shit! I wish we could. Oh wait, we might be able to do that. Oh, I know you can do watch parties on Netflix on my computer, which was like that got me through a lot of boring time in quarantine. Just like blasting people's messages, like watch a movie with me. It's the best. Like, and people are like, your taste in movies is weird.
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, Christy said The Exam. That's what it was. I was like, I know there was one that she mentioned. I love it. Sometimes you just need to watch a good movie. Is it from 2011 or 2002? That's what I need to know, because that's also I have to ask, because, you know, there would be like 5 different movies called The Exam popping up right now. Or 2015. That's a short. I'm like, that's 24 minutes long. There was apparently one that's about werewolves, which apparently looks very good. Apparently it's supposed to be a very interesting twist on the idea of werewolf, the lore behind werewolves. So, I don't know. I don't know about that. I like feature creature movies, like horror feature creature movies. But like the werewolf never like hit it with me like that. I'm just like a little Frankenstein, Dracula, Swamp Thing, like all those like creature features, but werewolf. Like I'll say American Werewolf in Paris is like a classic staple, but it doesn't. I don't know. I think it reminds me of Twilight too much. People could be like, Twilight. I'm like, oh god, no. I never got into it. Never.
Goodness.
Oh, both 2009. I'm not seeing 2009. I'm seeing a lot of international films, which I don't hate. I'll watch stuff with subtitles. Marty can't stand. Do you like
Nope.
You don't like subtitles? Yeah, Marty's the same way too. He's like, I can't do it.
My husband does it. His favorite thing is what is it? IP Man.
Oh yeah, Marty loves that too.
I'd be like, I have the whole thing to understand. I am not watching it.
I think if it's a good movie, if the premise is good, and then it just kind of gets you to naturally read it. Like, to me, if it's a good movie, if I like the plot, if I like the character development, it just is like a natural thing. I'm like, oh, I just have to read. Like, my brain's just like, okay, read. But if it's a bad movie and it's in subtitles...
What the fuck? Sorry. Do you have Citizens app?
Oh, I don't. Marty has it downstairs. But what's happening in your neck of the woods?
He said a family abducted by... A man stole a car with a family inside.
What?
It's literally, look at my screen. The video is like blaring right now. Like, it's literally happening as we...
I love how...
abducted. Like, I gotta open this. Like, what?
I love watching the live streams on Citizens, because some of them are just so funny to watch. People be like, yo, what the fuck?
A delivery worker was making a drop-off from his car with his wife and 2 young children. While the worker left his vehicle, a man jumped inside and took off with the family inside.
Yeah, I feel like that's the same exact premise of this movie that was just announced in the Midnight category. So, like... No, straight up, like, that's one of the movies. It's like this family gets abducted by 2 strangers in their car on a road trip.
People today, like, why are you like...
I'm telling you, people have been in their houses for far too long.
You guys, sometimes I can't
Christy.
look at think I
That's a
can. I'm gonna have to
classic.
turn it off.
Yeah. Me and Mari just used to kind of, we just laugh at Susan's app. It's like, really, who out here fighting with sticks?
Oh, it's a lady always around here chasing some dude with a bat.
Yeah.
Always, it's always going on. I was like, what he do now?
Yeah, I get that because I'm so close at 7-Eleven on Snyder, so I get that a lot. I get a lot of people. Me and Marty one day joked about, like Friday the 13th, and it was like, we joked that the Philly sound is like the sound of like sandals, like and someone's gonna come and be like, do you have a smoke? Do you have $1? But once you hear that you're like, oh shit, someone's gonna somebody in sandals and like a bathrobe on the street and come up to me asking for money.
Oh, God.
Okay, so she sent it to me. Exam 2009 film. Kaya, did you ever see that movie Searching? I feel like you would like that.
Searching?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I feel like you would like that one. It's like takes place on the entire screen, and his like daughter is missing, so he's using like Facebook and everything to kind of like find her.
Was that the dude from
Harold and Kumar, or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
I said I was gonna look at that.
Yeah, I think you would like that one. There's a lot of movies that came out like that. I'm still trying to find this exam. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, this looks, ooh, okay. Alright, Christy. I feel like you might like this because it's psychological too. How far would you go to win the ultimate job? The final candidates for a highly desirable corporate job are locked together in an exam room and given a test so simple and confusing that tension begins to unravel.
That sounds like the escape plan. The escape room.
Nah, it's got a 3.1. I like how in Letterboxd people can leave reviews, but they can also say, like, if it contains spoilers, they can say that, so, like, you don't accidentally fall into a spoiler.
Spoilers don't bother me. I still watch it.
Ooh. Christy, I might be on this because it said, if Among Us the game was a movie, and yes, I'm here for that energy. Okay, I'm seeing, like, 3 stars, 3.5. Oh, it's like Cube, but without the traps. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna like this movie. I I think I'm learning to love thrillers. Anyways, gonna have to watch it. Yes, I'm gonna put it on my watch list. I have to watch John Wick first. We're going through weird things. Girl, I watched the Britain documentary. So far in my month, I have watched I watched Friend Britney Spears, then I watched The Lie, I watched Mr. Rogers, and then I also watched To All the Boys I Love Part 3 that was up on Netflix. Didn't like it. It's too young adulty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Nicole said, side question for y'all. What do you think about people liking a bunch of items from your closet? This person just likes Similar's items, but they're all different sizes.
Are they new to Poshmark?
Yeah, they're new.
Sometimes you have to look at the profile. If they're new, then it's probably like accidental. Or it's probably because they do like it, but they don't intend on buying it.
Yeah. That was my thing when I started Poshmark. I thought you were just liking things like Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized I was like, oh, no.
People really got a feeling about likes. I don't get hyped up over likes anymore. I don't get like,
yeah.
Like if somebody likes something, I just usually just comment. Like I'll put it in something separate and make a comment but I can't. I don't go constantly sending offers.
Oh yeah, I don't send offers, but I'll bundle them
Yeah,
and
like
leave a comment.
I won't like. I don't know. I don't get the. I don't expect like the like is gonna lead to a sale.
Christy, I'm definitely gonna let you know. Let me know, Christy. I feel like you're a movie fanatic like me too. If you want to letterbox, let me know, and I'll email you the invite link. And then we can follow each other and get suggestions. I like reading the reviews too. Especially, you ever go on like Netflix too, and you're like, is this movie really gonna be worth my time? I like having something and like look through and like, everyone's giving this half a star. No, I don't think so. They have a big closet and have sold something since they joined February 2020.
Don't hurt the bundle and comment.
Obviously, bundle and comment. But the worst things they're gonna do is not respond. I just had that lady the other day did that, and I was like, hey. And then she was like, I just want like 4 more things. Can you take 25% off and free shipping? And I was like, sure can. It's like, yes, I love this energy. Bring more. Can we talk about how I'm going to shout her out because she deserves this, because she's just coming across a decent human being sometimes on a platform is so rare. But on Depop, so I had 2 sales on Depop this week. One was a Miami like graphic tee, and then I sold that vintage pinstripe 2-piece suit, which kind of is like a crop toppy top, which I was surprised. So her Depop name is Valerie Puma. It's at VPUMA. And she bought it for me, like, when it was, like, snowing like crazy, right? Dude, she deserves an award. Because she said, this is true, but she said, good morning. I just purchased one of your listings, but I want to say, I know things are crazy weather-wise in a lot of areas right now, so please don't feel rushed to ship anything until you're able to do so safely. Have a great weekend. And I was like,
if everyone can be like that.
If everyone can, literally, like, I was just like, thank you for validating my life over your suit set. So I just set out today. I sent them an offer. It would be pretty sick to make the sale, but I'm not getting my hopes up.
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they come back. They might actually come back and accept that, or counter it. I'm always up for countering. Sarah said, I think we're about to roll out soon too, guys, because I can see Kaya's tired. I can tell.
I can't even go straight to sleep after this. I just sat here and rolled shirts to tie-dye.
Oh, yeah. Sarah said, yeah, we'll just roll up a couple of these cards, and I think we're going to head out because we do have to get up in the morning to interview.
She said the first time I heard you talk about people fighting with sticks.
Virtual Pokemon.
I thought it was like a virtual.
Sarah, you bring energy to my life. No, I mean, it just be like that here sometimes.
Can we please just really quick Pokemon that game when it came out?
Marty was like obsessed with it.
Yo, I was like insane, like telling my kids, be still. Like, I gotta get it. Like, it was insane. That's what she said.
It feels like that sometimes.
It kind of seems that way because people are just.
Doesn't it feel like that because you'll be on the street like.
It'd be like. It'd be like carjacking, you know. And someone with sledgehammer, and it's like, what the fuck is going on around here? Let me take my ass back.
Wow. Nicole says, I have to go, guys, but I had a ton of fun tonight. Thank you both for another fun night. And to everyone else, it was nice to chat with you all. Have a great weekend. Yes, thank you, Nicole, for learning to live vicariously through you.
Yeah.
Thank you, as always. And don't be so hard on yourself, because you're out here, you're doing it. Christy said, that was nice. Yeah, I think we're going to roll up, guys, because it's about that time. We need to...
For like over 2 hours.
Yeah, Kyle's going to take...
You don't even realize it. That's what happens when you just have conversations.
And Kai's got to take care of some t-shirts and stuff, and then we have to get up in the morning. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thank you if you're watching the replay. Feel free to drop in the comments on the conversation. Feel free to drop appropriately into our DMs on our handle names, which are down below and in the description. And don't forget, Wednesday we will be back. I'm sorry, everyone, that everyone was really confused last week that went up earlier than expected. It was a technical difficulty, but we will probably be back on Wednesday with the interview with Matlock. You guys are not gonna want to miss out on this. And we'll be live in the chat on Wednesday. But it was always so much fun. Again, thank you, Kaya, for being here. I know you had a lot of stuff on your plate today, so I appreciate it.
Since saying everything.
That is true.
My birthday is even more insane. Like I'm out here ripping and running in front of your tights and pink hair.
Alright, and everyone, we will see you next week, either on Wednesday and Friday. If you guys aren't following us on Clubhouse, we'll be over there on Monday, 9:30. 9 a.m. here back on Wednesday, and 9, I think I scheduled today for 9:15, so just to give some time for people. But everyone have a great weekend, stay safe, and we will talk to you later.
See y'all.
Bye.